Yaba is. If Yaba shows up, we'll book him in. Otherwise, these guys, the group's in big trouble, I would say, because there's only 3 of them.
There's only 3 of us.
That's
we'll have
horrible.
to rely on our wits.
All right. So, I want to give you some warnings before you go into the tomb, okay?
All right.
Water breathing doesn't always work. So, like, if you're in a liquid that's like water but not water, a water breathing spell might not work. Just giving you a heads up. There's a few things in the tomb that don't have to roll to hit you. They're just going to hit you. No die roll. All right, so be aware of that. And there's many things and items that can't be opened or destroyed by any means. And some of them can only be damaged by one type of damage, like slashing or acid or something like that. All right. So, for people who haven't watched this before, I have 4 groups. Kind of, they've all been in the jungle at the same time. So far, I've run 3 episodes where we're actually in the Tomb of Annihilation. So, the Mesro group went in, the Lizard King group went in, and the Tomb group went in. And now we're putting in the All-Stars. We're going to see what they do in the Tomb of Annihilation. So,
No pressure.
No pressure!
No pressure.
We're going to die gloriously.
And I'm just going to let the dice fall as they may. Okay? That's
all right.
Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. You know, as long as it's not boring. Okay. So,
I don't think it's going to be boring.
I hope not.
I don't know. All right. So, on the screen right now, I have a map of the first level. Well, at one point, you guys were out there with like 20 other adventurers, but as they healed their wounds from their previous adventures, they went in. So the Lizard King group went in first. They were all spellcasters. They didn't come out. And the Mesro group went in, and they sent a weasel out with a note for the 3rd group. So they went in, and probably pretty recently you heard a really loud explosion or something. And now you're ready to go in.
All right.
Ready is a relative term.
Yeah.
So if you look on the map, you'll see there's a tunnel that goes up into the tomb. It's got grass, and then there's door, and then a hallway and a hallway. So the first hallway was a whole long pit trap. They spiked it shut so you could walk over that safely. Then next you get into a T intersection. There's 3 tiles on the ground with notes on them, and they all say, "Don't step on me." All right.
All right.
So
How dare they tell us what to do?
at the end of the hallway on the wall, there's a green devil face, and the mouth is open, and it's just concrete inside, and there's a note that says, we fixed this. So that's safe. Then, so you can go to the left, and at the end of the hallway on the left, there's a wall with a window in it. There's a note there. Or you can go to the right, where you feel wind blowing. What do you want to do?
If you don't mind, just to back us up a little bit. Last we left off, the Yuan-Ti and Orion were dealing with some treacherous Yuan-Ti in the jungle. And as we're traveling, humility will speak to Salazar, brother. Before I met you and Orion and Yaba, I don't know where she went, I was with this other group, and they had told me that the souls I was trying to sacrifice to Dendar were being taken by this object called the Soulmonger. I find this very disturbing.
Such salacious news.
I know that they were going to hunt down that object, and while I was with them, I also saw that they had an artifact of Dendar, which I believe belongs to us, and we should hunt them down and retrieve it while they are in the tomb.
And they were not Yuan-Ti?
They were not Yuan-Ti. They were food creatures.
This is heresy. Yes, we should retrieve.
So that's why I'm there.
Okay. All right. So
Orion has accompanied his faithful and very warm and loving companions to the tomb because they keep telling him that there's something having to do with a god or some such. And why not? Because this Dendar fella she seems really good. You know, she seems like a nice, upstanding, sort of warm entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah, this sounds about right. Yeah. Okay.
So you're in the T intersection. To the left is a wall with a window. To the right is a stairway with wind.
Wind.
Feel wind.
Habit forces me to want to go left.
What's the marching order of the party?
And oh, by the way, also Sean, Salazar has picked up a shield in our travels towards the tomb.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
I don't know if anything's changed for Orion, other than he apparently has an elaborate headdress and mask and bangles and chains and things, like gold rings and such that he wears now. He got a makeover from humility. I'll take up the middle if someone or is Salazar going to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
So
Is that all right?
I'll be in the back, like a little bit further behind everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Well,
Salazar, Orion, and humility, right?
Oh, hey, I see Yaba in the chat.
Oh, jeez, what the
Let's
heck?
get her in here.
All right, Yaba, I'm gonna Skype, right, Yaba? I'm gonna Skype you. My overlay's gonna be all messed up, so I'm gonna have to fix it.
get on in here.
You see humility like suddenly stop and then make this like retching noise, like when a cat is about to have a hairball. And Yaba rolls out.
Ta-da!
She was with us all along.
Oh my god.
What did we say about eating the help?
It's a Dendar miracle.
It was the virgin regurgitation.
Well, now Sean is frozen for me now.
Oh,
Sean, no, he's still there for me.
Oh, just me then.
yeah, he's working hard to summon the warlock Yaba.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
You're just not moving.
Oh, I'm cut in half. I'm moving in on Jim's screen.
Oh yes, fixing the overlays, always a treat. Live television, folks. We love you.
I don't know.
I love doing this.
I'm inviting him on Skype. I don't know.
He never got a link. Uh-oh.
I just sent it to him.
Oh no. That picture of Yaba is great though.
It's
I
really
know, right?
great.
I like that she keeps all of our rations in her hair.
It's very kind. It's very kind.
All right,
But
well,
yeah, the
What's up?
we'll just keep going, and hopefully he'll. I mean, it's out there. All he's got to do is click on it. I don't know.
All right. I'm curious to see what that note says, but not stepping on any tiles with notes on them.
So the one by the window, you mean?
Mhm.
All right. So you're gonna go over there and check it out.
I'd like to, yeah.
So you see a note next to the window that says probably we took care of this room. Oh, and it probably badmouths the other groups who skipped it because they were too scared to go in. So, but if you look through the window, you see a room where it's like totally destroyed. There's 6 dead bodies. There's 2 statues that are broken and cracked. There's a sarcophagus that's been opened and rooted through, and that's about it. Yeah.
So there's I might call back to the Antigua. I think someone left what do you call it? Food in here.
Food?
mm-hmm.
Perhaps these could be rations. Yes, and we'll move in.
You can't get in here from here. You just have a window.
Oh.
There must be some.
Oh.
You see, it's got. Well, actually, I don't think you see any exits from there. Yeah.
So like looking down to a room.
Yeah, you're just looking through the window, and there's a room beyond. There's no
Gotcha.
door.
Well, perhaps there's another way that we can get there.
Yes.
Is anyone? I'd like
Could
to
shatter the window. We'll just end this session real early.
Right. I'd like to offer my forgiveness to my companions as I wild shape into a wolf.
Humility just looks displeased.
It's like, and I'll start sniffing around. Is there any particular scent on the air where the wind is coming from?
It's disgusting, nasty habit.
Probably like death and decay.
That's all I get to hear.
And I suppose you would catch the scent of a spicy body odor.
Curious. I'll give it a sniff and then take the lead.
Well, you probably smelled it from, you were camped with them. There's a big Goliath guy who had a spicy scent.
Ah, okay. So I smell them.
His name was Ramrod.
Ramrod.
Gesture.
That was one of them.
Car ramrod?
With the artifact.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
So you're gonna follow your nose, Orion?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Orion will sort of pad along down the hallway.
Okay. So the scent brings you out to the central room there with the stairs, and then up to the north and to the left. See what I'm talking about there? And then there's a long room. So as you get close to the long room, you see a note that says, "There's some stuff crossed out. You know, this thing drags metal, but there's a statue in there that's melted, and they said we took care of this. Safe."
I feel like when we leave notes, they should be like just messing with the other parties.
Right. Be like, don't like put a note on a completely safe tile.
Yeah, this tile, or like on a dangerous. This tile's great.
This tile's wonderful.
Good things happen.
$10 approved.
All right, so I'll keep sniffing and moving along as long as I smell this spicy smell. If I know if we've had all this time to figure out about who maybe Ramrod is and the cruel betrayal that they committed, I'll follow after him.
Okay, so when you go into that room, there's a note on either side. You can go right or left. So on the right, there's a note that says, "This fountain turns you into a lady." And then on the left, there's a dank hallway that looks like it has 2 notes in it. Do you want to go in the fountain room, or do you want to go in the other hallway? Fountain room? Hallway.
You seem to really be pressing the fountain room. So, as an experienced player, what's the 2 notes to the hallway?
In the hallway, there's one note says, "This is a secret door," and it's on the side. And then at the end, there's a note that says, "We trashed this room," basically. Kind of like, suck it, you know.
Right.
we totally destroyed this.
Got here first.
So there's a secret door, or you can go into that weird room. You can tell there's nothing left in that weird room.
That's the one we saw from the window?
Yeah, they completely looted that thing.
Okay. I'm curious to sniff around the fountain myself.
Very well.
Does it turn you into a human, lady?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
This note has insufficient information.
Hey, everybody, they're going to go look at the fountain. All
That's
right.
this room to the north here?
Yeah! Yeah, if you go straight up, it's a circular room with a circular fountain in the center.
All right.
I don't like it.
As
You
you
don't like it?
approach slowly, a large fountain crusted with moss rises in the middle of a circular room. 3 marble maidens stand in the fountain, holding pitchers out of which water flows. You hear a gentle trickle. Trickle, trickle. It looks so refreshing.
It looks disturbingly refreshing. It's a good thing I had a full water skin before we came in here. I'm not thirsty.
Are you still wolf?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know when I shift out. I'm just using my keen smell.
Can you talk in wolf form?
I can't. I can kind of bark and whine and gesture my head,
All right, so
which I'm happy to act out if for RP purposes, if that's what everybody wants.
just. Did you guys ever see that Will Ferrell movie, The Other Guys?
Yeah.
The guy with the wife. All right, anyway. Yeah.
I'll circle around the fountain once and then return to my my companions.
Did
Just
we
sit
check
there.
in the secret room?
Not yet, no.
We should though.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not risking being turned into a human, so I'm not going anywhere near that fountain.
Yeah, I'm okay with the warning note that was on there.
Yes.
What about Orion?
The fountain?
What about Orion?
No.
No!
Everybody
No!
wants the fountain way too much in the chat.
No!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're
I
not.
hate to
No!
be meta about it.
All right, fine. All right, fine. Go the other way. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
If you want, we can replace that note with a different note.
Is this when we find out that humility's been gathering all the notes behind us?
What?
Fountain is healing and rejuvenating.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
she's really lazy about it. She's just like flipping them over and writing on the back.
Turn a quarter and Salazar's like,
yeah. What's in this? I'll walk over to where the secret room is.
Okay, there's a note that says this is a secret door. You smell the Goliath's spicy scent.
What? What is it, Orion? Is the Goliath in the secret door? I think the Goliath is in the secret door, sister. We'll follow
I would like
Bitchy.
to observe that portion of wall. Is
You
there like
see seams. It looks like you can just swivel it and you can go in.
Okay, I'm quite weak, so I will lean ineffectually against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Does it open?
Oh, yeah. It swivels open. There's stairs that go down.
Stairs that go down.
Stairs.
Shall we descend?
After you, brother.
I will take up my shield and the crawl, snap out the blades on it, and move into the darkness.
It's got the crow. Okay, so I'm going to put up another map on the screen. This is going to show level 2, the areas that have been explored on level 2. So you'll be going down the stairs to where the orange check mark is. So basically what you see is there's like a giant armored dude who's lying on the ground, just flattened. Up in the top corner, there's 5 dead dwarves, and they're wearing green helmets in the shape of a screaming devil face, and the mouth is like where their eyes and nose stick out of. There's also a dome of darkness up there. You hear coming from it.
What do I smell?
Other adventurers. The Goliath is down. There's one door out of here. There's a door down to the south.
To the south?
Yeah.
Someone sleeping in darkness. And sorry.
It's like a shiny dome, 20 feet in diameter. You can hear people sleeping inside.
Oh, it's not like a darkness spell. It's like an actual physical dome.
Is it an opaque hemisphere?
Yes. Yep.
Yes, I believe that there are adventurers resting.
So what would you like to do?
I feel so torn.
We could collapse the roof on top of them so when the spell expires, so do they. That's just off the top of my head.
No. They're in the chat.
Oh, I know.
No.
Let's. Is there an area that I don't smell any of these smelly adventurers in?
To the south, you smell the Goliath. To the north, you smell the other group.
I'll start making motions like to the south.
Should we? Humility will just work her way up to the little dome, and if she can stick her head in, she will. But she'll become bored once she realizes it's not the party she's looking for.
Oh, so you like push your face up against the glass?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
my little snake tongue flicking out.
I don't think you can see in, but I think they can see out, and you probably hear like a ah!
Yeah.
It is impenetrable. So their dwarves' bodies are just on the ground.
Yeah, they're slain.
Can we take their really cool-looking helmets?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, cool. I just want one.
Okay.
And Humility will take that, and she will also bury her clawed hand into one of their stomachs and take some intestines for her bag as well.
Okay.
Yes, sister. Snacks for later.
What you notice is their bodies are kind of stitched together from pieces from other people.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like someone made a dwarf out of the parts of other people.
They were
Interesting.
Mm.
I'm going to smell the intestines to see if they are fresh and good for eating and sacrifice.
They're not fresh, no.
I'm just going to throw them at the hut.
Okay.
I feel like we need graffiti or something to tag the dungeon up with.
Oh.
All right.
Slither side represent.
Orion's going to just be sitting patiently by the south entrance there. Maybe like turn in a circle, pawing at the air.
All right, let's so are you, Orion, are you pushing us towards the south? Or the
Yep. Yeah, the south. That's where I smell the Goliath spice, yeah.
I don't take commands from a dog, though, so I'm going to say, Orion, let's go south.
Okay.
Yes, excellent choice.
He'll heal on humility.
So, you go through the door to the south?
Mhm.
Okay, you see like a hot mess. Looks like there's blood all over the place. There's all sorts of chunks of metal. So basically what you see is there's two ways to go. You can go, left or right. Towards that fountain room, or the room with the water in it, looks like a huge fight broke out in that room and it spilled into the hallway. And there's a lot of blood. And you smell the Goliath, I think, in the next room. In that room with the water.
In the fountain room?
There's also a huge collapse. Like there was a door or some kind of door here, but it's shattered. And in the room beyond, it's just a pile of rubble. The fountain that was once there has been destroyed. You also, I'm not sure exactly how the spell works, but there's some kind of magic field going on in there.
Mm.
You know it's another hero resting spell.
Ah.
No one will see us, but they did say if you went in, they told me what they would do if they saw you guys. So.
Oh, well, I'm curious now.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the room on the other side that you can see on the map has a desk in it. So, what do you want to do? The desk room or the collapse room?
Humility is going to scoop her hand into the coagulated blood and kind of feel it between her fingers and smell it. And, I feel like we're getting close. Just gonna smear it on my face.
That's Ramrod's blood.
How fresh is it, sister?
Very fresh.
I'm gonna lick around my face after I wiped it on my face. And just say very fresh. And I'm gonna turn towards the collapsed room.
Okay.
And start winding my way there.
Okay. So
perhaps there is a meal.
So in the collapsed room, Ramrod will pop out of the illusionary terrain thing. Mm-hmm. He goes, hey, he's kind of big and goofy. Hey, humility, blah blah blah. And he said he would give you some of his armpit hair. So he goes, here, you like this.
As soon as he popped out, I was in the middle of chastising them for abandoning me in the jungle, but I will stop and accept the armpit hair.
Oh, okay.
File that away in my bag. Okay. I mean, that goes a little ways to making amends.
There's Ramrod. He's a big Goliath. They're hurt really, really badly. Ramrod looks like he's this close to death. He's so hurt. So there's Ramrod. There's an air genasi. There's an air genasi. Her hair is blowing, and there's no wind. And she's very chipper and pleasant. And there's Mistletoe, he's a human with a beard. He looks kind of like Jesus, and he has a mistletoe crown, and he has a kilt, and he's very nice, and he says hi to humility. And then there's Zavigor, the half-orc, who just lurks in the corner and looks at you with his red eyes. And they explain to you that they looked in the fountain, they could see through the eyes of another one of these tomb guardians, these big metal undead things that are stomping through the tomb. And so they were watching it, and they saw it go into a room, and then all of a sudden it actually jumped out of the fountain and attacked them. And it was beating the crap out of them, but then frickin' Asana did a yoga pose, the downward dog, so she could get past the Goliath, and she was pow, 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 and she dropped it. So
Nice.
And they say in the other room there was a guy named Withers who wore a bronze mask, and he was some kind of agent of Asarak, and he had all these severed hands, crawling claws, you know. And he tried to get all the info he could out of the heroes. Then he sicked his monsters on them. And then he has this black skull amulet with red eyes, and he used it to just disappear and go wherever he went. But they already thoroughly looted that room over there.
Gotcha. Well,
so it looks like there's no more tomb.
Yes, this is the end of the tomb.
We'll take the credit. As the last in, I'm happy to take credit. I think Orion's going to come out of his wolf form, and seeing these hurt adventurers, he is going to offer a healing word to the Goliath.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he will. It's only a D4. Oh, it's the D4 plus 4.
You just made a new friend. Oh, also I should note that there's a dead kobold in here. And the yoga instructor has a scorpion, and she's treating it very nicely and trying to protect it from harm. They explained to you that they had a little kobold with them, and he died in the fight.
Oh.
The room collapsed on him, and he died.
Humility will walk over to the kobold.
Oh God. Okay.
Uh-oh.
They're not gonna like this. I don't know. They didn't like him that much. I don't know. Or what do you do? What do you do?
Well, I shouldn't get distracted. As you speaking of amulets, you have something that belongs to us. That you abandoned me in the jungle as soon as you realized that you had this artifact that would have great power in my hands, and I've returned with another Yuan-Ti, and this Yuan-Ti in training.
Yeah.
Hi.
He accidentally turned into a wolf. We all make mistakes. Dendar forgives.
But not very often.
They're just
I said forgives. I misspoke. Eats the sun.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
They kind of turn into computer game NPCs who have no more dialogue. So you just kind of bump into them, and they look at you.
We've exhausted their dialogue trees.
Yeah.
Foiled again.
Oh. You keep clicking on them to get the amulet, but nothing comes out. So.
They're just too busted up. Well, let's go after this Withers guy, right? Like he sounds like a bad guy to fight.
So
Yes.
There's no doors. It looks like this room just ends in a dead end.
They haven't done any. Have they done any searching around here?
No, they have not.
Let's give this place a once over, huh?
Yes.
As Orion and Salazar do that, Humility will keep trying to get a reaction out of this party, and she will spitefully take the eyeballs out of the kobold.
No!
I'm keeping.
They-
I've got
Wormin!
kobold eyeballs.
Wormin! You should also note there's one other thing they have. A 250-pound bronze disc with about 50 eyeballs set in it, and all the eyeballs are staring at you guys.
Are those the hors d'oeuvres? Did we make it just in time?
Like real eyeballs are engraved in
No,
the
they're
disc.
real eyeballs that are moist.
Ah.
They all have bronze pupils or whatever, and they look around. They tell you that they stole it from the room they trashed that you guys just looked into.
Gotcha.
And they're keeping it, apparently. Asana's rolling it around as they go. So
It looks like
Do
it
the
looks
eyeballs
valuable.
come out?
no, you can poke them.
Are they edible?
They
Probably
certainly.
if you had a spoon. If you have a spoon, yeah.
Oh,
They
I don't
certainly
have a
look
spoon in
edible.
my inventory.
No spoons for me.
There is no spoon.
So you took the eyes out of Werbin. They're not. I know Asana's not happy about that. So she's giving you a speech about yoga and how it can align your chakras, and that you really need some to release some tension.
This sounds like heresy.
She says, "No, it's just yoga."
It's just yoga. I'm gonna search. I guess the wall opposite the one we came in on.
There's a secret door there.
Oh my god!
Ding.
You guys totally could have found this.
Turn and look at the other party.
Well, they were kind of busy getting.
They could have busy
death.
recovering from their wounds.
Yeah. So there is a secret door. Who wants to touch it or something?
Should we check for? Was there a note? There's no note on this one. Should we check?
Well,
Oh,
this
we
should
are the
check.
first to find it.
you're now blazing a trail in the two. So.
I have some skill in these matters, but I can only detect the traps. I'm not very good at fixing them.
I have no skill.
Might have to.
Traps are not a warrior's pursuit.
All right. What do you need? What do I need here? I'm gonna poke at it with the end of my spear.
Okay, just there's no traps or anything. It looks like you just swing it open. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I'll just poke at it with the spear.
All right, I'm now placing the room beyond it. Boing on the screen. So it's it looks like there was a central stairwell on the first floor. This looks like it's the second floor. So there's a couple ways to go. There's to the south, you see a door. You're coming out of the bottom left corner.
Okay.
So on the south, in the center of the south wall, there's a door with 3 zombie heads sticking out of it, and they all have like bridles. So their teeth are clamped down on a bar that's got chained to something behind them.
Mhm.
And then up in the top corner, you can go to the right, or you can go north, or you can go down or up these stairs if you want to.
So stairs that go down to the chamber on the first level. Gotcha.
Yes. Let's see. I'm curious as to what these zombies are, why they are.
And was that skull have any significance to us? Just in the first glance.
No,
down
that's
the-
a DM thing. You don't have to worry about that.
Don't have to worry about the skull.
Yeah, you just want to make sure you just tell me if you walk over that tile. But other than that, don't
yeah, don't worry about it. Don't even. It's not even there, probably.
Yeah. What skull? Yeah. What's up with these zombies?
I will read you the flavor. 3 oval holes are carved into a 9-foot wide, 9-foot high stone door at human head height. As you approach, 3 humanoid heads stick out of the holes, each covered in putrid flesh and gnashing on an iron bit bolted to a chain bridle.
Like, are they like in a stockade kind of situation? Like they're just their heads?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And are they moving?
Yes.
Hmm.
They're actually, as soon as they see you, they start frantically trying to crane their neck closer to you, but you're down the hall a little bit.
Can we just like kill them? Like, I might, just because they're disgusting.
Yes, they offend me, and I whip out the crawl and just like throw it from where we are, and I'm gonna try to basically hit the first 2 with each of my 2 attacks, like 1 each.
So you guys are going to kill them. That's the idea.
Humility, meanwhile, is using one of
Yeah.
the notes she took from the first level to write "not a door" and stick it on the other side of the secret door that we just walked through.
Yeah, I think we should just kill them.
How am I going to remember all this? Not a door. Not a door. Okay. Fountain.
Do you want to investigate them before I put them out of their misery?
I'm curious as to what they're doing, what the rest of them is doing, and where those bridles are connected to. But
Does it look like we could take the things out of their mouths?
Probably, yeah, but they might. They seem like they want to bite you.
I mean, I could use my mage hand, and we could stand back if they're trapped where they are.
kind of like that idea.
Okay. So whatever the closest one to us, Humility, when she's done making her sign, will float her mage hand over and try to yank the bridle out of the first one's mouth.
Okay. You yank it out, and it begins, you know. And you can see that the chain attached to it goes like up into the ceiling in that side of the door. The other two zombies are like, also trying to get at you, but they can't.
Mhm.
Does anything happen when the chain comes out of the mouth?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I think we should just kill him.
I'm gonna move up and just kind of look at the chain and the setup, and maybe just do like a little bit of an investigation roll.
Okay, so you're gonna try to peer in beyond the zombie head.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the room beyond, it's a gigantic room with glass cauldrons and a bronze sarcophagus. And then on this sarcophagus is a big pile of treasure. And there's also a chariot in here. And these 3 zombies are all attached to chains that go up. And you kind of get the sense that these chains are somehow attached to this door. This door looks really heavy, like 1,000 pounds or more. It's huge.
So great.
Okay, so I'll relay that to the party.
All right. There's a chariot.
The chains go up into the ceiling and not to the chariot?
Yeah, they're not attached to the chariot.
It could be some way to open the door.
Mush zombies.
They just trying to get at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if there's a way to like release them from their prison, and then wherever they go, their chains will pull and activate whatever device it is.
My mage hand will tug on the bridle slightly.
Between you guys, Orion, you're very close. Basically, you can tell after a bit of thinking, if these 3 zombies walk back into the room, the chain thing will pull the door up.
We have to get them back into the room.
Perhaps if they had something to chase.
Yeah, I'm going to conjure a critter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Does
My
it look
initial
like
thought was to go get the kobold and throw it in there.
Oh,
Oh, no. God, no. Worming.
I don't know if I want to spend a third level slot on something. Can they see? Can they turn their?
Yeah.
Can they see what's in the room behind them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm wondering if there's another way into this room. Actually, just peeking through, did it look like there was?
No.
My concern is that if we get them to move back into the room, I'm just worried we're going to get trapped in the room.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. Right now, they're not going anywhere, and they can't get to us.
I mean, we could explore further into the tomb, unless we would like to acquire this treasure for Dendar.
It is at hand.
I don't like leaving a room empty behind us. What if we...
Orion, could you not turn into an animal small enough?
I could. I absolutely could. What is it? Looking back into the room, what else? There's the chariot. Is there anything else in there?
It's hard to see too much past the zombie.
Yeah.
But
Could I turn into like
glass cauldrons, bronze sarcophagus with treasure on it, big chariot,
is there a way to like
bronze statues,
turn into a snake or something and slip in through the bottom of the door?
I enjoy this plan.
Not the bottom. The only way through looks like the holes with the zombie head sticking through them.
I'm gonna recast my mage hand inside that room and tap one of the zombies on the back.
Okay, it turns around.
And my mage. Oh no, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say
Perhaps I could try to bar one of their mouths to give you a chance to get by.
Yeah, I mean their mouths are already barred with the bits, right?
Yes.
Like I could just turn
So-
into. I'm thinking just turn into a snake and crawl around one of their necks.
Yeah, I'll put the bit back in the mouth of the zombie that I had taken it out of.
Just so you know, their hands and legs are free. Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get out of there and then try to slither as fast as I can down their back, and then make a beeline around the room, still in snake form.
So basically, you'll be provoking from one zombie, right?
Okay, that's cool.
So you're gonna slither up and go through the hole, and it's gonna be like, oh, and it's gonna try to like grab you. So
I don't even know what my AC in snake form is.
13.
13 is a probable hit. I think my AC is like 11 as a poisonous snake.
So I think basically it grabbed you and it's crushing you. You took 4 damage.
4 damage.
It's got the snake, and the other 2 are now like turning and like, whoa! Now they're coming over.
All right. I am going to, if I have an action or anything, I am going to, I don't know. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna try to force the zombie to release the snake.
Oh, let's roll initiative.
Break its grapple.
All right. Orion, what'd you get?
Holy crap.
Let's see what I got. What did I get? I got 6 for my initiative.
What about humility?
8.
An 8 for humility. What about Salazar?
Nat 20.
A natural 20 for Salazar.
Nice.
Salazar, they've got the snake. What do you do?
I'm always having to save his life.
And I'm gonna try to basically grapple the zombie to force it to let go of.
So you're gonna reach through the hole.
Actually, if it did 4 points of damage to me, I'm me again.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, a poisonous snake only has 2 hit points.
Oh, okay.
It's me.
Oh, that might change. Wait, what side of the door
I'm
is
on
he
the
on?
other side, right? Like, I'm on the other side now, yeah?
Yeah, you're on the other side. And you know what? Now that they moved to you, the door has come up just a little bit, like half a foot. Because the chains are attached to a pulley above them. So when they move back, the door starts to come up like a garage door, sort of.
Huh. Okay. Well, then I'm basically just going to try to, just get in there and distract them to hopefully give Orion a chance to get away.
So you want to
Like
try to
grab one of their legs or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to reach down and grab one of their legs and kind of pull them.
Okay, so the door, they're moving around. So the door is kind of. You're going to reach under while it's going.
Can I just like punch one in the face?
Yeah, through the hole. Yeah. Good.
I'm just
Roll
gonna
it.
punch him in the face through the hole.
All right. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Oh my god!
What?
You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna do the camera trick. I rolled another 20.
Oh.
My first 2 rolls are 2 20s, so that's a crit on a punch, I guess.
So I think it's what? That would be 2d6 plus strength. Is that what it is?
Yeah, my strength is 5 or 3 plus 3,
So how much did you do?
so like 5 damage.
Okay, so you punch him in the face. He staggers back, and the door goes. And it's about halfway up, like through. There's a 3-foot space now.
Hmm.
You can still have your movement, Salazar.
But there's 3 zombies in that door,
Yeah.
like just on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, screw it. I'm gonna try to move under the door and get past them.
Okay.
Like holding my shield and probably provoking attacks of opportunity.
Here they come.
AC is 20.
Miss. 20. Okay. Plong, 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 plong. Okay. All right, so you make it in, Salazar, and then it is Humility's turn.
It is all happening so quickly. Humility is going to do some cool snake moves and dodge while sliding under the door past the zombies as far as she can.
Roll for snake moves.
What role is that?
Acrobatics! It's got to be some kind of acrobatics.
Sounds like acrobatics.
It's pretty
Snake
good.
moves.
It's 18 on
Oh!
21.
Critical
Nice.
snake moves! And they don't even get a chance to hit you because you're so slithery and snake-like. All right, so you
Yeah.
make your way through into the room. Do you want to do anything else?
Was dodging and everything my action?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Um,
That was a move, I guess.
So Orion is still grappled by a zombie, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
I guess I will bardically inspire him
Oh.
by saying, I liked you marginally better when you were a snake 2 seconds ago.
That just, I
Marginally.
mean, that made his week. So,
Okay. So, is that it for humility? You gave him bardic inspiration.
Yeah, it's a D8.
All right. So that's it for humility.
Yes.
Zombie time. One zombie comes up. 2 zombies go for Orion. No.
my AC is now 16 now that I have my armor and shield.
I rolled a 21. Yeah.
Alright.
One does 4 points to you.
you.
Salazar. The other one comes for you.
How much damage is that?
4. Salazar, 22.
Oh, you son of a
4
bitch.
points of damage. You can thank the official Tomb of Annihilation dice.
Nice.
Initial 20.
I like that 10.
Not bad.
I like that 10.
Nothing wrong with that 10. All right, and then it is Orion's turn.
All right. So this guy is grappling me. I have a question. If I use a thorn whip to throw him back, then that breaks he's moving away from me. Would that break the grapple? Like
Yeah.
whip him out of my whip him off me grapple? Then I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to whip this guy off my grapple.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
so the door goes all the way up,
Nice.
and like it jerks the zombie's head off, and it
I
plops
just did
to the ground.
19 damage to him.
It looks like he's just done for. He's been beheaded.
Nice. I give a satisfied look to both Salazar and Humility.
Yes.
All right, Salazar, your turn. There's 2 zombies still active. One you punched in the face. What would you like to do?
Well, we now know how to open this door, so I'm not feeling as bad about how about killing these things. So yeah, I'm a little bit away from them now, so I'm gonna take out the crow, flip the blades out, and let it fly. And
Don't even roll. They're old, decrepit zombies. You kill one.
well, then with my second attack, it goes over and hits the other one, so it's just like come.
Okay.
Blade style in the club there, and then
Yeah.
it comes back to me, and I almost let out a smile, but we don't smile.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to show you the room that you're in, if I can. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, it'll be on the screen in a second.
Cool.
I am going to read you the flavor. So I guess once the last zombies are dead, the door goes all the way down again. So it shuts.
Are
With a
there
loud
bridle things still there?
Kaboom! Yes, they are, yeah.
Okay.
The
We
chains are
could
still attached to the pulleys. So.
we
Okay.
could take the chains and like pull them to the opposite wall and like hammer them in or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You read my mind, sister.
Oh, here's another one of those skulls we shouldn't worry about.
I'm totally not worried about that one.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not going to totally coincidentally avoid that area.
Do you want to stand in that square? The 4 squares?
So there's a bunch of glass cauldrons. You said this chariot.
I'm gonna
these
read
look like pillars. Oh, you're going to read
I'm
this.
going to read you the whole thing. Ready?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
6 glass cauldrons brimming with humanoid bones line the walls of this tomb, at the center of which stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it. Paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the south wall, a bronze shield bears the embossed image of a Cholton warrior carrying a spear, below an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals to either side of the shield. They depict Cholton warriors, one holding a sword, 2 with spears, and 1 is missing its face.
Hmm. Wow. Those statues, are they suspiciously lifelike?
Not really.
All right.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Wasn't a lot of commitment there, though.
They're
Yeah.
nice statues, don't get me wrong, but they're
Gotcha.
not like,
Yeah,
perfect.
it's not. I bet they're worth some money to a collector. Let's see. So if we go sarcophagus, is it possible to anchor these chains that open the door on one of these pillars here? Is that far enough away?
It's a good idea. Yeah, you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan will set about doing
You're
that.
able to pull it up and wrap the chain around, and the door will stay up.
Okay.
And Salazar, just because he just doesn't trust this, he's going to take one of his javelins and lodge it in the door to try to keep it, locked in place, just as a second safety guard.
Good thinking.
All right. The cold, empty tomb echoes with the sound of the javelin. Chalank, chalank. While the bronze statues watch soundlessly, unmoving, cold and uncaring. The gleaming chariot with the treasure atop it awaits you.
Yes.
Flink, 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 flink. What's your? You all have dark vision.
Yes.
Great.
I'm going to investigate the shield and the statues. Just kind of.
The
It's a nice
bronze
shield.
shield hangs from the wall on leather straps. Yes. The statues of our mighty Cholton warriors.
I got a 9. Yep, that's a shield.
Looks like a shield.
I do agree with the inscription, though. Bow before no one.
Humility along the left side, the side without the scary skull symbol on the ground, will just kind of poke through the remains there. Are they just a mix of humanoid bones? Is it any particular type of humanoid? Anything interesting about them?
Which cauldron are you touching?
Oh no. The first one, and I'm sifting through it with the mage hand that I still have going.
Top left, if we're looking at the map.
Looking at the map, top left.
Okay. Nothing happens. It's just a big pile of bones. Skulls, rib cages, leg bones, arm bones, pelvic bones.
I'm just gonna pick through and take a few.
Vertebrae. Okay.
Yeah. And then move on to the next one. So middle left. And she'll continue
Okay.
on, although she's wary of those statues.
There's a ton of them. A ton. Many, 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 many bodies. So you're just going to keep going through? What are the rest of you guys doing while she's harvesting bones?
So Orion gets done helping to anchor the door, and he's going to go and check out the chariot and sarcophagus.
All right. Let's see. There is indeed a sarcophagus. Atop the sarcophagus, you see a golden torque, 3 gold cups, 5 gold cloak pins, and what looks to be a magic amulet.
I don't have any means to detect magic, but I will. I'll take a look at it. And then the sarcophagus itself, does it look like it has a lid that goes on it? Is it a hinge?
It does indeed have a lid. Should you remove the treasure from the lid, you can swing it open without a care in the world.
Yeah, I got my eye on that. I got my eye on that torque. I think it's going to go good with my my other jewelry that I have. But
I can tell you right now that torque is worth 250 gold, partner.
He's going to take it with all. He's going to lift it off the sarcophagus with his spear, and then slide it down his spear and hold it in his hand. See what happens.
As it slides down the spear, everything changes.
Oh, well.
Here we go.
The glass cauldrons suddenly glow with energy and spew forth a magic eldritch mist. And from each cauldron come 2 skeletons. We better roll initiative.
All right.
Uh-oh.
That's what I was hoping for.
Oh no!
Oh, man. I got another 6.
Oof.
I'm going to start having to use real dice. Come on, virtual dice.
Seriously, I'm about to go get my dice.
All right.
You've rolled 2 crits already.
Humility.
I know
what'd you get?
my last 2 suck though.
All right.
What have you done for me lately?
What'd you get, humility?
I got a total of 4.
4. What about Orion?
6.
Oh, no. What about Oh, my God, no. Is this
We're
the
all
end of
like,
the All-Star team? Let's find out.
Everything's changing. Who would have thought?
Everything's it would have been fine if he just hadn't picked up that torque.
Now you know how it feels.
All right. 12 skeletons. Divide themselves evenly among you. So that would be 4 each. Salazar, 4 skeletons. Plus, what's my plus? Plus 4. So 13, 16, 10. They all miss, right?
Yeah, AC's 20.
Humility, plus 4. You were picking through the bones when suddenly and swinging at you. they have no time for decorum. It's a 17. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
What about
Oh wait, I could cutting. No, I'll let these go through. Go ahead. Okay.
What about a 14?
That also hits.
Oh! And then a 17.
Still hits.
3 skeletons, choppily animated with stop motion animation, do a total of 15 points to you. What about Orion? Orion holding your torque. In the reflection, you see herky-jerky skeletons coming.
All right. AC 16.
To murder your back. Oh, all right. 22.
All right.
14. And 15.
15 misses.
So 5 damage from a skeleton.
Right. 5 damage from a skeleton. Oof.
Wait, there should be 4 on here. Okay, hold on, one more.
All right.
Missed you as well. So there's 4 skeletons on each of ye. My. And
bad.
The mist continues to spew from the crystal cauldrons, and the room takes on mood lighting. It's kind of a purple light, like you're in a nightclub or something. And it's like blue light as well. Yes!
A mosh pit in here. Snake moves.
Sorry.
All right. Orion, it's your turn. There's 4 skeletons.
Can I'd like to cast Erupting Earth, but I don't want to get my allies in the blast. It's a 20 by 20 cube. Is there a safe place that I can cast it without getting my allies in there?
A 20, so you mean like it's 5 square? Wait, 1, 2, 10? 20.
Yeah, like a
so
4
it'd
by
be 4
4
squares? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, so as many skeletons I can catch in that, a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts.
Okay.
Dex DC 15.
Dex DC 15. So I'll say 4. 2 on you and 2 on somebody else.
I take 26 bludgeoning damage.
So I got a 12. What's my DC?
15.
Fail. Made it. Fail. Fail. So 3 failed, 1 made it.
26 bludgeoning.
Oh, really?
On skeletons.
You destroy all 4 as the earth erupts around them and they fall into bones. Is that it for Orion?
I'm going to put the torque back on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
A little late for that bullshit now.
Humility. There's 4 skeletons trying to chop you up.
Yeah. I am going to try to catch as many as I can, maybe like 3 in a thunder wave.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
And that's like that's not all around you, right? That's like a cube.
It's like a
coming out of you.
Cube.
Okay.
Away from me.
Okay. Kaboom!
A 15-foot cube. And that requires a Constitution saving throw.
20. 19. 9. 9 fails, right?
Yeah. Where's my number? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure then, yeah, it's a DC 15. Okay, so that guy who failed takes 9 thunder damage and gets pushed back 10 feet. Mm-hmm. And the rest take 4 and are still surrounding me. So that's great.
All right. So that one is hurt, but not dead. Then it is Salazar's turn. Salazar, you have 2 skeletons on you. 2 were slain by your trusty ally, Orion.
But there's still 3 on humility?
Yeah.
Okay. So with a bonus action, he'll see his sister in some dire straits, Bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon
Mhm.
On one of the ones on her.
Mhm.
So, going to attack with that. That is going to be a 19 to hit that guy.
Mhm.
And that's going to be 10 damage. 10 force damage.
Is it to the wounded one or a fresh one?
Well, they all took some damage, right?
One of them is totally okay. 2 of them took some damage, and 1 got pushed back and took a little bit more damage.
I'm going to hit one of the ones that is still in melee with her, but took some damage.
And what kind of weapon is this spiritual weapon?
It looks like just kind of a flying snake that just kind of pounds into them and just flies away. So
Well,
it's force damage, so it bites them, but it does force damage.
Blam! Destroyed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bonus, right?
That was my bonus. And then with my normal attack, I have the Kroll in hand, and I'm going to attack the 2 that are on me. So that's 19 to hit 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now the first one's going to be slashing damage. It's 11 slashing.
All right. Heard it.
Okay. Is it still up, though?
Yes.
I'll hit it again then. That's 18 to hit.
You hit? How much damage?
And that's going to be 12 more damage.
All right. It's very hurt, but not quite dead.
Hmm.
Is that it for Salazar?
Yes, I will narrow my eyes at my ineffectiveness of the Kroll.
There were 12. Now there's 7, and some of those 7 are heavily wounded. So it's dark. There's blue light. Suddenly, the cauldrons flare with light. Each cauldron spews forth another skeleton. 6 more skeletons join the fray for a total of 13.
Whoa.
Oh my
Cauldrons
goodness.
must be dealt with.
All right. So hold on. Let me do some math here. 13 and there's so 4. All right. We'll say 1 falls over and takes his turn to get up. All right. So 4 on each of you again. Salazar. 18. You have a 20, right?
20 AC.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Great googly moogly. Here we go. We'll do that. He does 6 points to you. Not too shabby. Humility. 4 skeletons.
Boo.
1 miss. 2 miss. So 2 hit and 2 miss. So it's 10 points total. Orion.
All
Get
right.
ready. Here we go. They don't like you. A natural 20.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, skeletons! Come on!
That's 10 damage. 3 more.
10 damage.
17.
17 hits.
It's 5 damage. That's it. So, skeletons surround you.
Oh my god.
4 on each of you.
I'm
then
sorry, I took 10, right?
Yeah, 6.
6? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he rolled very
Oh wait, no, I've taken 10. Never mind. That's where I was confused.
All
Sorry.
right, after me is Orion. Orion, it's weirdly lit in here. The cauldrons are spewing gas and skeletons, and there's 4 around you chopping you up
Oh
with their
my God.
blades.
All right, so I think I might. Geez, they keep spitting out. Is there a way for me to angle another erupting earth so that it at least catches a cauldron?
Oh my god. What? Sorry.
Can I cast an erupting earth so that it catches some skeletons and one of the cauldrons and see if like blasting one will, or 2 maybe, however many I can get.
Looks like if you want it, you could catch 2 in a 20-foot area, right? So you
I
want
would
to
get 2.
2 in the top right there,
Yeah, let's do that.
near the skull.
Yes.
All right.
That's DC 15 Dex save.
All right. So let's do the 2 skeletons. 11. No. Oh, 1 made it. 1 failed it.
All right, so that's 24 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 1's totally destroyed. 1's like barely still up, and 2 cauldrons. Let's see here. Oh, what kind of damage was this?
Magical bludgeoning damage.
They appear to be vulnerable to bludgeoning, and the
Uh-oh.
2 cauldrons shatter with dramatic, glowy explosions with lens flares.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams anyway, never mind. This is a family show.
Is that it for Orion?
I'm going to move to close to where Salazar and Humility are, so that if we perish together, we at least perish together.
There's some skeletons on you. If you move, they're going to
if I move. No, I don't want to take the hit.
Okay.
I'll stay.
All right. After Orion is Humility.
As Orion is having the lovely thought about how if we perish together, we perish together, Humility is thinking, if Orion dies and I don't, I will consume his flesh to make me stronger.
Oh.
Yeah.
But seeing you come up, she is going to say, now you are thinking like a snake, and she's going to cast Shatter to hit the 2 top left cauldrons.
Okay.
If they can make a con save, it's a DC 15 con save.
They can't. How much damage do you do?
Okay. Then it is 21 thunder damage.
Thunder damage seems to affect it even more so. So they both explode and shatter. Bones,
Yay!
glass, light, smoke. Okay. And you also hit 2 skeletons in the blast. Let me roll that too. 11 and a 3. I think they both failed it. So how much did they take?
21.
21. Oh. All right. So there's a total of 10 skeletons left in the room. Is that it for Humility?
Yes.
Salazar, there are a total of 10 skeletons in here. 4 cauldrons have been shattered. What would you like to do?
I will. So we basically the bottom left and right are the only ones left.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to direct my spiritual weapon because I think Humility is over kind of to the left, right? So I'm going to direct my spiritual weapon to that bottom left cauldron to hit it.
Mhm.
That's going to... Holy shit!
You did it again?
I'm not lying. I'm looking at a 20. I rolled a 20 with my spiritual weapon.
Dang.
Those
All right.
digital dice are weighted.
They apparently are. That's three 20s tonight so far. Just keep count.
This is
Use some kind
yeah.
of hack.
yeah.
So that's going to be 15 force damage
15.
as this
force.
flying snake slams into the cauldron.
It's damaged but not destroyed. It's got huge cracks in it.
Okay, he sees that, and what are oh man, I kind of want to experiment with this because he sees that the slashing damage isn't doing near as much damage to these things, and he's fought undead before. And he's just wondering if he throws the crawl with the blades not extended, will it still work?
Yes.
And so
And in your mind for a second, you see the Krolklops who like goes.
Yes. And so like I'm basically going to
Advanced crawling.
retract the blade and hit the one in front of me that I hit last round, and then sling it at the cauldron that I already damaged with the spiritual weapon.
All right, so roll to hit the damaged cauldron first, please.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Oh, no, I missed. Try the other one.
Yeah, I hit it again.
Oh, the same one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
What'd you get?
going to try to at least destroy a cauldron.
Okay.
That's more important. 17 to hit this time.
Okay, that hits. How much damage?
Oh, shit. I rolled a 1 for damage, so 6 damage.
Ooh, it's.
And I'm going to go ahead and use a smite.
Okay.
You said that I could do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said I could use smite on a throne, so I'm going to go ahead and use the smite because I'm like, you know what, this thing needs to die.
Okay.
So that's 2d8 on top of that.
It only had 1 hit point left, so you shatter it.
Okay.
Okay, and it shatters.
And then
All right.
bring the crow back and prepare for the onslaught.
Okay. So after
Salazar's
Salazar,
really sensitive
It's me.
that the other 2 destroyed cauldrons.
so you guys destroyed 5 of the 6 cauldrons, and there's all these shattering noises, glass everywhere, lights and smoke, and skeletons. So then, to your dismay, something else happens. The giant shield on the wall begins to shake, snaps free, and starts flying around the room, glowing with energy. Who will it attack? I will roll. We're gonna just have the dice decide.
This place is terrible.
Salazar! Salazar faces you, and it bronze shield. It flings a magical spear of force at you.
This is insane.
Plus 10 to hit.
20 AC.
I'm gonna charge it up with positive energy. There we go.
There is nothing positive about this place.
Good vibes.
Hi, Kiba. a natural 1.
Yes.
So it's like, boom! Yeah. Oh, it's so ashamed of itself. All right. That's that. And then there's skeletons. There's 10 skeletons, I believe, left.
Oh my.
Oh, and one more emerges from the one remaining cauldron. So that's 11. So Salazar, 4 on you. I know that.
Okay.
Natural 20. Okay, hold on.
Oof.
That's 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one, 20 total. That hits.
20 yeah, 20 AC.
5 damage. 18. Good rolls. 18 again. Okay. Well, 3 on humility. Miss. Miss. I'll give it an extra twist. Oh, 19 plus 4. So humility takes 5 from a skeleton. Orion, 4 of
AC
them
16.
on. Oh, I rolled a 16 plus 4. So you took 5. Another 5.
Mm.
Another 5.
Oh my god.
And 12 plus 4, 16.
Yeah, 16
So
hits.
you took a total of 20.
I will use my reaction to cut that one. So -3.
Okay. So you took a total of 17 then, right?
17.
All right. So one cauldron spewed out another guy. The shield's flying around, shooting spears of force. And then it is Orion's turn.
Ooh, goodness. That one hurt. I want to get as many skeletons in Erupting Earth as I can. And I'll use my last 3rd level spell to get them. Somebody else is going to have to get that cauldron because you got clearly skeletons out. So as many of us as I can get without harming my allies.
I think you guys are about to have reinforcements because Yaba just seemed to appear.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yay! Oh, thank God.
Do-do-do! I'll try. The screen's going to be messed up for a minute, just so you know.
All right. I'll let you deal with that. Yaba finally wakes up from her hairball cocoon.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Whose turn was it, by the way?
It was. I haven't. It was my turn. I haven't had a chance to do anything quite yet. But
Still no Craig. Huh. All right. So I'm sorry. Whose turn was it?
Orion's.
All right. What would you like to do, Orion?
I'm trying to get as many skeletons in an erupting Earth as possible. Hope I don't hit any of my allies.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Erupting Earth. Okay, go ahead.
All right, that's DC 15 Dex save, 20 by 20 area of effect, and it's going to be 19 bludgeoning damage.
19. You're probably gonna hit 4. Right?
The floor of this place is probably like really churned up now.
Yeah. All right. So 1, 2 failed, 2 failed, and 2 made it. So you said how much damage each?
19 damage.
So 2 are
Save for half.
2 are destroyed, and 2 take 8. So there's 9 left. Okay, is that it for Orion?
Let's see. I don't really have anything I can do with my bonus action. Are there any actually on me right now? Like in melee with me?
There's 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have to stick it out in melee with them.
Okay. After Orion is humility.
Okay, I guess we have to deal with this cauldron. So humility, seeing that it just like completely exploded from the shatter, will cast another shatter in the bottom right
All
corner
right.
of the room.
So kaboosh! All right.
And I'd like to hopefully hit any other skeletons who've been popping out of that one.
Okay. Do I make a save?
Yes, it is a DC 15 Constitution save.
All right. So 1 skeleton failed, 1 made it. How much damage?
11, 12, 13 on a fail. And half, so 6 on a save.
Okay, and
Thunder damage.
So 13 thunder. So it's the cauldron is vulnerable to thunder, so it takes 26, and it explodes. The last cauldron has been destroyed. Okay. All right. Is that it for humility?
Yes.
All right. So there's 8 skeletons left, I believe, and a lot of them are very hurt. After humility is Salazar.
Excellent, sister. I will bring the spiritual weapon back over and attack one of the skeletons that is on humility, because I believe I can reach her. How many's on her?
3, I think.
3? I'm going to try to attack one if it's injured.
Oh wait, you're moving over. I mean, you have some on you, I believe, as well.
No, I'm moving the spiritual weapon back from the
Oh,
cauldron.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
And attack one of them. So I rolled so it's 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be, max damage. Sweet. 11 damage. 11 force damage on one of the injured ones, if there is an injured one.
You destroy it, yep.
Awesome. And then the ones left on me, I'm just going to, I got the Krull, and I'm just going to bludgeon these bastards to death. First one, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 to hit. Yes.
Okay. So it's going to be 11 damage for the first one, bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then another 15 to hit, and 13 damage.
Okay.
As I'm just cold cocking these zombies.
Staggers back, hurt really bad. Is that it for Salazar?
That is it. And then I'll let out a Yanti battle cry, which sounds more just kind of like it sounds like he just has indigestion. I mean, you've heard that noise a lot.
So there's 3 skeletons on Salazar. Miss, and miss. 2 on humility. Miss. 11 plus 4, 15.
That'll hit.
5 damage. And Orion, I believe there's 2 on Orion.
16 AC.
Miss and hit. So you take 5.
5.
And then the shield flying around, looking for a target. I'm just gonna roll randomly. Oh, Orion! It swivels to face you, angrily quivering. Force spear plus 10.
What do we got?
Oh yay! To the rescue!
17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
You take 18 force damage.
Oh man, Orion drops unconscious.
Oh my god! Now we're all up in Jim's window.
Jim, I'm gonna have to read this. Everybody ready?
Uh-oh.
Target reduced to 0 hit points by this attack is disintegrated and turns to dust.
Are you shitting me?
Orion is dust.
Orion is dust.
No!
Oh, well, I'm gonna head out.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Screw this."
Oh my god!
Okay. Everybody, I'm gonna have to make boxes. So let me put the map back on the screen for the room. So, Craig, if you look on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/PowerscoreRPG, you'll be able to see the overlay and the map. Just make sure you turn the sound off on that so it doesn't come through this thing. And where?
We're gonna give that a shot.
All right. Let's see here. Get your room. There it is. Let me shrink the room back to normal size. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. Basically, they were in a giant room. Right now, there was 6 glass cauldrons that were spewing forth skeletons, and they just
good.
They destroyed the cauldrons. There's also a magic shield flying around shooting force spears at them, and one force spear just hit poor Orion, and Orion is dead. And
It's a pile of dust.
um,
All that beautiful jewelry.
yeah, and in the middle of the room is a chariot, and on the chariot is a sarcophagus, and on the sarcophagus is a big pile of treasure. So, Yaba, can you roll initiative, and we'll cycle you in.
14.
14 for Yaba. All right. So Orion, that was my turn. So actually, Yaba, it is now your turn. So you see
Well, wonderful.
the room. In the room, there's 7 skeletons. A couple of them, 2 were on Orion, but now Orion's down. So there's 3 on Salazar and 2 on Humility, and there's also a shield flying around. What would you like to do?
There's 3 on Salazar.
Yeah.
He's in the worst shape.
I'm doing all right.
Well, you're a paladin, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
who's looking terrible?
I'm not looking fantastic. I have 17 hit points.
Okay. Eldritch blasts for whatever's on you.
Skeleton. Okay.
First one.
Many of these skeletons are damaged, just so you know.
Sure. First one AC 24
Yes. Oh, yeah.
for 11 points.
11 points. Destroyed it.
There's another one there?
Oh yeah.
AC 21
Yes.
for 8 points.
8 points.
Pew, pew.
You destroy another one. So there's 5.
And then I turn around and I walk out.
Just nope on out of there.
All right.
Yep.
Humility's turn.
Humility is going to glow red with rage, one of the few emotions she might actually feel. And she's going to use her 4th level spell slot to cast Spiritual Weapon, throwing her own celestial, well, probably not celestial, well, whatever, a spiritual snake at the shield. And she's going to hiss, "That was our food!" And it's a dirty 20.
Oh, you hit. How much damage?
And I believe that's 3d8 plus 4, so 10, 18, 22 force damage.
Really? Force damage?
Yeah,
It's
spiritual weapons
spiritual
force
weapon.
damage. Yeah.
It's immune to all damage except force damage. So
Oh my gosh.
sling, blah, and the shield's like, clang.
And after that powerful display, she's then gonna take out the potion of healing we got last adventure that they've been saving and drink that as her action.
Okay. After humility is Salazar. What do you want to do?
I'm going to redirect my spiritual weapon, seeing the effectiveness of humilities, and attack the shield as well.
It's destroyed. The shield's done.
Oh, she destroyed it.
It only,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only had 15 hit points, so she.
Well, shit. Well, then I'm just going to attack one of the zombies that is still on her, or the skeleton, excuse me. So that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm. How much damage?
And it's going to be 5 force damage on that one.
Hurt, but not quite dead.
And then I'm going to attack one of the skeletons on me with the blunted crow. Oh, 19. Should have been a champion.
Blunted Crawl. How much damage?
That's going to be 13.
All right, you destroy another one. There's 3 skeletons left.
And then, God, rolled a 20.
Oh!
Oh my god, 4 now.
That's 4. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
God! Woo! It's going to be 20 damage total
Okay.
on
20
that
20
on that
damage.
second hit.
Destroyed another one, so there's 2 skeletons left.
Nice. All right.
All right, on my turn, 2 skeletons, 1 on. I'll just do both on Salazar already. Plus 1 natural 1 and an 8. Okay, so there's 2 left. How do you kill them? You can just say. I don't care.
Just spin around with the glaive and just like hit both of them, and maybe bring the spiritual weapon over to finish off whatever is needed to take care of the last one.
So in this room now are a big pile of bones, shattered cauldrons, a shield that's been cut literally in half, 4 bronze statues, and in the center of the room there is a chariot, and on top of it is a sarcophagus, and on top of the sarcophagus is treasure. What would you like to do?
I am, I think before we touch anything, we should rest for a minute.
Yes, I agree. 60 of them.
60 of
Welcome, Yaba. You arrived right on time. Our last protege left us rather abruptly and rudely. So we will work to convert you now.
Did I witness the dusting?
That's right when you walked in, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
All right, I go and I gather up some of the elf dust and put it in a little vial. We're gonna
Nice.
keep that for later. It's got to be useful for something.
Yeah, I'll put some Orion dust in the potion bottle I just drank.
Okay.
And I'll gather up some too to season my next meal.
He will be with me forever.
Oh.
He will not cheat me of the meal that he was destined to provide.
Okay, so you're gonna rest for an hour.
Yeah, I think we should rest. Resting's good.
All right, so you get a short rest. You do hear some weird noises through the doorway, but nothing comes here. So.
I'm gonna get me some delicious hit points.
We got a little bit of time left, so if you want to loot this thing, you can do that.
Yeah, no, I totally want to loot this place. But I just wanted to loot it once we were fully healed.
Like a good
So
idea.
There's still some statues over there that could turn sentient as soon as we touch the rest of this treasure.
Yeah, I want to loot things, but also I'm scared.
Are you kidding? The treasure's gonna kill you.
Probably. But yes, once we rest, I don't know. I might take Orion's spear or whatever and start just kind of raking the treasure off of the sarcophagus.
Okay, raking the treasure. Okay. So let's see here. There's a gold torque worth 250 gold. 3 gold cups worth 75 gold each. 5 gold cloak pins worth 25 gold each. And what looks to be a magical amulet. You just scraped it all off with your thing.
Yeah, just kind of scraped it to the ground, just away from the sarcophagus.
Okay.
I do like this treasure.
Sorry, I'm doing my hit dice.
What shall we do with the sarcophagus?
Put the rest of elf dust in it. Have funeral.
Yes, we could bury him.
We should have funeral for half elf.
That is a lovely idea and custom I have observed in your kind. Go ahead and open the sarcophagus. And he really just backs up.
Yeah, we'll open the sarcophagus.
Okay. You brazenly open it up, and inside is...
So far, I've seen 2 skeletons that went down like that.
Inside the sarcophagus...
Tomb of Annihilation.
The sarcophagus contains a brittle skull and bones of some kind of bird creature.
Does it look like an Aarakocra? Because Humility's met one of those.
No. Nope. It's more like a stork kind of a creature.
Stork.
Oh. Lysa knows what this is.
Well, in general, I say what the player knows, the character knows, except if you read this adventure and then no. But I mean, so like if you would have heard about that as you were traveling, so your character could know that if you want.
That these perhaps are the remains of a trickster god?
Yep.
I rolled a 20 on a knowledge history.
Papazotl.
Papazotl, yes.
Papazotl is in Eblis, which is like a evil stork guy. He's shrewd and conniving. He's thoroughly evil.
Yes, he was known for throwing himself in front of chariots and then charging people so he wouldn't sue them or tell the town guard. I've heard story of him.
What?
He's a fall guy. He's a fantasy fall guy.
Yaba's digging around to see if there's anything else in there besides bird bones. Boring.
That's it.
Well, then, yeah, I'll scoop up some of Orion's ashes and throw them in there.
If it was chicken bones, it'd be a different story.
Yes, we could make a soup.
You can tell the future with those.
What about
and soup.
What about all the
Evil's
treasure?
god bones are useless.
God, all right.
What about the what?
but Evil's god bones are useless.
There's a big pile of treasure on the ground worth like 1,000 gold.
Oh no, I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah.
All right, so you're picking up all of it?
Yes,
Can
we
I
can
take-
divvy it later.
Can I take one of the bird bones to add to my collection too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Salazar, make a charisma saving throw.
I knew it. I just knew it. Now, is this a magic? Is this a spell or magical effect?
It's a special thing.
I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
It means I don't know. So let's just see what you get in the first roll.
Okay. Well, luckily I'm a paladin. Oh shit.
Famous last
Well,
words.
I do get my aura of protection, right? So that's at least 1 plus 4. So that's going to be 15, but I mean, if it's a spell or magic effect, I get advantage on it. So.
All right. Let me read you the flavor. Strange shadows shift across the walls, forming the outline of a long-legged bird. Its beak stabs at you as a voice echoes through your mind. You will do as I command. So I don't know if that is a magic effect or not.
Is he trying to dominate me?
Well, roll again. Let's see if it matters. Roll the second one and see if...
Yeah, so I rolled a 15 on the second one, so it'd be a 25.
All right, I definitely better look then.
Does it feel more like it's a spirit talking to him? In which case, it's not really a magical effect, or does it feel more like something's, the way it's written? Does it feel like telepathy's getting,
Spirit.
like okay, it's more like a spirit thing. So, all right, you're screwed.
When a creature of the humanoid type touches, the trickster
There you
god
go.
bound within attempts to inhabit that creature. With a successful saving throw, you resist the god's power, and that god can't attempt you to inhabit you. Oh, so it looks like you failed, I think. The god's spirit.
Salazar, you are acting strangely.
The god's spirit inhabits your body. So here's what happens, Salazar.
Oh my.
He's not taking over. I just run him like a voice in your head that heckles you or whatever.
Okay.
So you get a flaw. While inhabited by Papa Zotel, you gain the following flaw, which overrides any opposing flaw. I bow before no one and expect others to do as I command.
So how is that any different than
Yeah.
how I normally act? I don't
But you
get
also gain a boon of Papa Zotel.
Ooh.
While inhabited by Papa Zotel, you can't be surprised. You gain advantage on all wisdom checks, and you never take damage from falling.
Holy crap!
Nice.
Yeah!
And all you got to do is be an officious prick. Sign me
I
up.
mean, I'm already a vicious prick.
So in your head, you hear Papa Zotel say, "Yes, together we will take care of this soulmonger thing, won't we? And then Omu will be ours. Maybe."
Yes. Yes,
Stork,
we will
stork.
work well together.
Okay.
Melody takes back what she says and says, "Just kidding, Salazar. You are acting exactly as expected."
Of course I am. Mhm.
So how would you like to? We got to stop there. Are you guys gonna rest, a full rest, or are you gonna? Well, if we kept playing, would you keep exploring, or would you?
Well, no, we would keep exploring. So maybe what we'll do is lower the door so we can take a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you lower the door. There are the 3 holes in it, though. If one of the other groups shows up, you could stick your head there.
Humility is going to take some of the notepaper and like cover up the door, and it's just like black scribbles. Like she wants it to just look like it's black and there's nothing in here.
Yeah, so it looks like a meth maker's house.
Yeah,
Jeez.
like a really rough drawing, and she's just hung it on this side of the bar.
All right. So we'll stop there. We had our first death of the Tomb of
I
Annihilation.
know.
And it's
I've
Jim
got
from
some ideas for
WebDM.
it.
What?
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
Well, he's not a moon druid. He only had 45 hit points and 16 AC, and there was like 18 skeletons. It was rough.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Erupting Earth is a hell of a spell, though, for a skeleton fight. So
Yeah.
Oh no, it totally is.
yeah.
So yeah, we would not we definitely needed Orion to just get through that army of skeletons.
But he was sitting at 2 hit points anyway. I just didn't realize getting hit by the shield would disintegrate.
All right, everybody, we're
So-
going to sign off the stream. Thanks, everybody,
All
for
right.
watching. It was very nice of you, and we'll see you Thursday. All right, tomorrow.